about her not joining. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. Hope everybody's having a great day today. We got to talk about Project B. We got to talk about Caitlin Clark. Now, we know a deal was put on the table behind closed doors for a lot of these WNBA players. We're talking upwards of $2 to $3 million being involved with signing players.
So get ready, because the most unbelievable, jaw-dropping Project B footage has just surfaced. And honestly, Caitlin Clark might never forgive what it's about to reveal. We're talking about a co-founder of Project B, a guy named Grady Burnett, a man who famously follows almost no one on social media. Yet, he's been absolutely caught red-handed in a digital paper trail. Here's the kicker: his exclusive, super private following list. It includes none other than Caitlin Clark herself, plus her official foundation. This isn't just some vague rumor or whispered speculation. This is concrete, undeniable, 100% verifiable proof of a direct connection that completely blows up every single narrative we thought we knew. Someone just exposed what was meticulously designed to stay hidden behind closed doors. And the fallout from this revelation is going to be absolutely immense. This single critical piece of information fundamentally changes everything we thought we understood about Clark's involvement, or lack thereof, with Project B. So buckle up, because this leak is about to ignite an absolute firestorm of total chaos in the sports world.
We're talking upwards of $2 to $3 million being involved with signing players. Now, we know that this thing is backed by the Saudis. I'm here to tell you, they got endless pockets. And once again, your boy got to let it be known, Your Majesties, if you need anybody to commentate some games, I'm available, dog. Now, I'm here to tell you, a lot of players have signed. Kelsey Mitchell, Sophie Cunningham, and a host of others. Now, those are the only two Indiana Fever players that had signed on the dotted line to join Project B and get that bag. Now, Sophie Cunningham did a podcast, and she pretty much confirmed, for the most part, allegedly, that
this absolute bombshell drops just mere weeks after Sophie Cunningham, who happens to be an Indiana Fever teammate of Clark's, went on her very own podcast, and well, she allegedly spilled the beans about Caitlin. Sophie emphatically claimed that Caitlin would without a doubt definitively not be joining Project B. Her words landed with such an air of finality, seemingly putting to rest any and all speculation, truly a definitive statement intended to shut down the rumors. But you know what they say, the internet never forgets, and the truth, as it always does, somehow finds a way to surface, no matter how deeply buried. Looking back, Sophie's initial statement now appears less like an honest scoop and more like a carefully constructed misdirection. A narrative meticulously designed to throw everyone completely off the scent. The critical question we now have to ask is, why the deception? What exactly was everyone trying so desperately to hide from the public eye?
Now, Sophie Cunningham did a podcast, and she pretty much confirmed, for the most part, allegedly, that Caitlin Clark would not be joining. Now, I'm sorry to rain on y'all parade, but that means absolutely nothing. She said she wasn't going to join a week or two ago when she spoke to Andy Constable at the golf event. That means absolutely nothing. You want to know something I learned from investigating, reporting, and following all this stuff, to tell you guys, you just follow the line. See, one thing about working in media is you follow the lines, and
here's where the story gets even wilder. The sheer irony of Sophie's own statement is almost comical when you start digging a little deeper into her own recent history. Get this. Just a mere week or two prior to her emphatic podcast comments about Caitlin, Sophie herself actually claimed that she wouldn't be joining Project B either. Yet, incredibly, we now have undeniable proof that she signed on the dotted line, officially becoming a part of the league. This glaring pattern of contradiction, where her public statements are diametrically opposed to her actual actions, makes her initial scoop about Caitlin Clark ring incredibly hollow and profoundly suspect. It's almost as if her carefully crafted statements were specifically designed to mask the real strategic maneuvers happening behind the scenes away from public scrutiny. This isn't just a casual flip-flop or a change of heart. This is a calculated, deliberate move that absolutely demands closer, unwavering scrutiny from anyone trying to understand the true dynamics at...
Let me let y'all know something. See, y'all see who this is? This is Grady Burnett. Y'all don't know who this is, but some of y'all might. Grady Burnett don't have a follow from nobody. Nobody. He's the co-founder of Project B. He's the man with the plan. Co-founder of Project B. Now, let's see who's Grady's following. He's only following 1,200 people. Let's see who Grady's following.
What exactly is this powerful, undeniable lure that's drawing players to Project B? It all boils down to the absolutely staggering, eye-popping amount of money that's on the table. We're talking about an initial signing bonus upwards of $2 to $3 million just for putting your name on a contract. A figure that quite literally dwarfs typical WNBA salaries by an insane margin. Players are reportedly being paid 3 times, yes, 3 times, what they currently earn in their established leagues. An astronomical increase that is simply impossible to ignore when you think about it. This isn't just about playing basketball anymore. For many, this is about a generational wealth opportunity that could change their lives and their formal families' futures forever. Such a massive, unprecedented financial incentive makes any initial reluctance from players seem less about a matter of principle and far more about a strategic negotiation tactic, or perhaps even a covert dealing happening away from the—
Let's see. Caitlin Clark and the Caitlin Clark Foundation. Oh, he's following them. Who else is he following? Is he following Sophie? Oh, he's definitely following Sophie. He's following Sophie. Now, mind you, no one follows him. See, Caitlin's not following him. And Sophie's not following him either. Sophie don't follow him either.
This brings us to one of the biggest mysteries in this entire saga. Who or what is truly backing this financial juggernaut that is Project B? The narrative around this is completely fractured, creating even more layers of intrigue and mystery. While many in the public and media spheres believe the league is ultimately backed by the Saudis, with what seemed like endless pockets of wealth, Sophie Cunningham once again offered a distinctly different story. She confidently claimed that Project B is in fact supported by 4 massive tech companies, household names that are incredibly well known and, as she put it, have a ton of money. She explicitly, unequivocally stated that it's not Saudi money at all. This direct head-on contradiction between insider claims adds yet another profound layer of intrigue. It forces us to ask, is one side intentionally trying to control the public perception of the league's origin? Perhaps for strategic reasons or to avoid certain controversies. The plot, as they say, thickens—
Don't follow him either. I say that to say what Sophie is saying means absolutely nothing. Means nothing. Nothing. Because like I stated, she stated a week prior that she wasn't going to join Project B.
It's a league. So the W season goes from May to October for people who don't know. And this league will go in our off season towards this.
And
mind you, she didn't give a specific dollar amount, but she said a lot of money. She said that like 3 times. She's speaking in code, man. They're paying 3 times more than what they're making, bro. Sophie's speaking in code on this.
This is also different than Unrivaled.
Completely different.
So how many floating leagues are there? 3?
I would say that a lot of the Americans—
Let's talk about Project B itself, because it's far from a typical league. It's an unprecedented, audacious global basketball experiment operating across 7 different markets worldwide. Think about it. 2 markets in Asia, 2 in Europe, 2 spanning North and South America, and 1 more located elsewhere, making it truly international. This incredibly unique structure is designed to allow players to travel extensively, immersing themselves in new cultures and crucially playing a tasteful amount off basketball without the risk of burning out from an overloaded schedule. Its fundamental design positions it as an off-season league, making it distinct from other burgeoning leagues like Unrivaled, thereby providing a truly innovative alternative for players who are seeking both significant compensation and a genuinely balanced lifestyle. This innovative player-centric approach is proving to be an absolute game changer for professional athletes, redefining what's possible in women's basketball.